not just because of the fighting, but because of the large percentage of drunken idiots and brolos that are just hanging out there.
Brolos. What's a brolo?
Brolos. It's my general term for, the guys who are like frat brothers and then go around yelling YOLO, and then I just combined it, YOLO.
People
the guys
do that?
the guys who wear like the hats, the New Era hats, except don't bend the brim, leave the stickers on it, leave the tags on it because it's fresh.
Yes. I know those guys. Those guys are awful.
Fresh.
Okay, so we know who they
fresh.
are now. No, it's not fresh. It's ugly. And no one thinks you're attractive. So, Geno Smith is going to get killed tonight. I'm just letting you know. Tomorrow, we may be mourning the loss of one Geno Smith when this airs. And I'm sorry, world. That's awful. But the Bears are going to kill him, I think.
All right, so let's get into picks. Week 3, we differed on only 2 games. You got them both right. So now you are currently leading 21-11 going into Monday night. I am at 19-13. You have a 4-game lead. Excuse me, I'm not looking at the right numbers. You're leading 32-15. I can do math. And I have 28-19. You were leading by 4 games. So we both have the Jets tonight. Yeah, I know. So win, lose, or draw, you're going to be leading by 4 games. But I am confident that my picks will resurrect it. And I was talking with some friends that are into game theory, and they told me that it is a big disadvantage that I'm reading my already written down picks and letting you have position on me. So I'm actually going to make you go first. And since I'm a man of honor and integrity, I have all of my picks written down, and I will not deviate from them one iota. But also, I don't want to give you an advantage because you're a jerk.
No, okay, fine. I mean, pot kettle, hi.
All right, so a bunch of teams on bye in week 4, so a few lesser games. But the first one, Thursday night, the New York Football Giants at the Washington Professional Football Team. Who you got?
Ew. I don't like this game. I'm going to go Redskins.
Well, the Giants just beat the Houston Texans.
And the Texans beat the Redskins, but I still think the Redskins are better than the Giants. So
right,
I'm
so
going Redskins.
Mm-hmm. All right, me too. Green Bay at Chicago.
I don't. I want to say that the Packers aren't going to lose again, but I don't believe it. I like that song, actually. That's a good song. So I'm going Bears at home.
I have Chicago as well. I just had a really terrible joke with drove my car into the ditch thing, but that was way too soon. Buffalo at Houston. Who you got?
Yeah. At home, both teams are playing better than people thought they would. I got to go Texans.
It's the battle of 2 and 1s.
It was supposed to be the battle of 3 and 0s.
AFC Championship game preview.
It could have been.
It's quasi-related to the 35-3 comeback up at Orchard Park.
You need to shut your dirty mouth right now.
I said kind of, because, technically it's Tennessee. Kinda.
Whatever.
All right, speaking of Tennessee at Indy. Who we got?
This game makes me vomit. Indy, I guess. Whatevs.
Taking the home team, me as well. Carolina at Baltimore.
Hey, wait, who did you pick, Texans and Bills?
I picked Houston. I thought I could skate by on that one.
No, I wanted to know. I wanted you to pick Buffalo just so I could bitch at you, but go ahead. What are we on next?
Carolina at Baltimore.
Ooh, Carolina.
I got Baltimore at home. Oh, actually, if you want me to, and if you allow it, I will take Buffalo at Houston, just so we can have a little smack in the Ryan Fitzpatrick Bowl.
Oh, okay. This sounds awesome. Please take the Bills to come into Houston and beat us. That would be great, Andy.
Okay. All right, so you have E.J. Manuel, who is basically Christian Ponder, coming in and taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick, who the Bills gave like $40 million to. But, all right. Mm-hmm. Detroit at the Jets. Who you got?
Ooh, I'd love to see how the Jets play tonight, but they're not looking very good on offense, and Detroit's defense might kill them. So I'm going to go Detroit.
I got the Jets. No Stephen Tulloch. Let's roll. Tampa at Pittsburgh. Come on.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Easy breezy.
Miami at Oakland.
Ugh. Can they both just lose in a 0-0 tie?
They could tie. If you called that, I'll give you an extra point. If you call a tie.
I'm not calling a tie. They happen like once every 4 years. No way, dude.
Say once every other year.
I guess Raiders because they're at home.
All right. Yeah, me too. Jacksonville at San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah, we're chalk so far. Good thing I switched. Atlanta at Minnesota. Do it. I want you to do it. Do it.
I want to pick against the Vikings, but I see how that Atlanta might start feeling a little big for their britches right now because that happens to Atlanta a lot.
But they won by 4-2 points. Fine.
No, you know what? Are you picking Minnesota?
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'll pick Atlanta just because you picked against the Texans.
Bring it. Philly at San Francisco, the last of the late games.
Philly, I guess.
I got Philly too on the road. I just feel like San Francisco's a little off. It might just because they're missing Bowman, they're missing Alden Smith, they're missing Vernon Davis, and they just don't seem the same anymore, especially on defense. New Orleans at Dallas in the Sunday night game. Who you got?
God, New Orleans better win. New Orleans.
I got Dallas at home in the Sean Payton Bowl. And Monday Night Football, dun, 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 dun. Patriots at Kansas City. Who you get?
Patriots.
I got Kansas City at home, and they'll probably be home dogs, so I'll be all over the points on the Monday Night Football game. So we differ on quite a few this week. Let's see, Buffalo at Houston. I got Buffalo. You got Houston for some reason. Carolina at Baltimore. I got Baltimore. You got Carolina. Let's see here. Atlanta at Minnesota. You got Hotlanta. I got the good guys, obviously. And then New Orleans at Dallas. I got Dallas. You got the Saints. And New England at KC. I have the Chiefs at home, and you have the Patriots. And so, easy breezy. I wish you ill. I'm going to catch up and surpass you this week because I'm going to be on point with my picks.
Okay. If you say so. I believe it when I see it.
Oh, you saw it in week 2. Not so much in week 3.
You got lucky.
Please. Speaking of getting lucky.
You got lucky and I got unlucky.
Bring it on home with a little bit of levity. Ray Lewis. And you tried to rant on this earlier, but now just unleash. Because what he said was funny. It was hilarious. Unintentionally hilarious, but it was funny.
Oh, my God. He said to Chris Berman pregame Sunday regarding the Ray Rice situation, he said these words. Ray Lewis said this. There are some things you can cover up, and there are some things you can't.
No, Claire, you have to say it in a Ray Lewis voice, though.
But I don't have a Ray Lewis voice. I'm not a voice person.
Try to sound like Batman. Try to sound like Batman. Where were the drugs going?
I can't just go on air and try to sound like somebody else.
Some things you can cover up. Some things you can't. Boomer.
That's actually not bad. You want me to play it? I can play it.
Do a squirrel dance.
Let's see if it plays. Oh, wait. No, it's too long. It's way too long.
Do your
antler like 3.5 minutes.
Spray. Do your antler spray. Cured my bicep. It healed it.
I forgot about that stuff.
See, that's back when the Ravens
really good.
They were still dicks, but they were fun dicks. They weren't like these terrible dicks, which they are now.
Well, they were questionable back then. They were still young and new and different, new, ownership, sort of, whatever. You didn't really know what you were getting. Now these things have sort of added up, and it just makes you question, their integrity, as Bisciotti said. Things happen, and it makes you wonder. Damon Harrison, nose tackle for the Jets, looks really, really, really high on drugs.
Snacks.
I just thought everyone should know that.
Why do you think his name is
like
Snacks? He's
That
a
is?
big boy, and he's probably puffing with or riding with the Magic Dragon, Magic Carpet ride, whatever.
Yeah, that was him.
Smoke weed now.
So anyway.
Yeah. Also,
okay.
Claire, here are a couple of things that Ray Lewis can cover up. A dent in the fender.
Okay, what?
A dent in the fender of his Range Rover.
Yes.
Cover it up with a lot of spackle. You can do that. A chunk missing from a cake. Just a lot of frosting. Just put it right over the corner. No one will know. He can cover up his adult acne with some blush or some makeup.
Does he have a skin problem? I don't know,
but if he did, he could. Maybe there's a reason why he wore all that face paint, which is illegal now in the NFL because they have zero fun at all. A spot on the couch cushion. They could just flip the couch cushion over.
Or maybe stabbing somebody to death. I don't know. I'm just saying.
That was the last one, covering up a double homicide. But thanks for ruining the punchline.
Oops, my bad.
Although that was going to be allegedly, because we don't want to get sued because, they're going to take like 5 pennies out of the LLC bank account, which has not been formed yet. Oh, and speaking of no fun, what's the deal with Brian Hartline getting flagged and probably going to be fined for his very funny little putting touchdown celebration?
It was just like a golf thing, right? I don't understand what happened.
I think they flagged it because a lot of the other Dolphins were in on it, so it did seem choreographed, and you're not allowed to do that. I think if Hartline had just done it on his own, it would have been fine. But that's the fun part about the NFL in the no fun league, that they keep taking that stuff out, and I think they should be encouraging it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes people talk about it the next day. You know, it's not hurting anybody. I'm not understanding why they can't just have some more fun.
Yeah, because like if the Joe Horn cell phone or the T.O. Sharpie or like the Chad Johnson whatever, those touchdown celebrations happened yesterday, we're not talking about the Ravens. We're talking about, hey, did you see Joe Horn on that cell phone? Where did he get a flip phone, man? If he was cool, he'd have an iPhone 6. Beep, bop, bop, boop.
Right?
Yes.
But now it's nothing. It's a golf swing. And, oh, my gosh, you're totally getting in trouble for that. Boo, NFL, boo.
Yeah, and speaking of boos, save up a couple because I have some jokes at the end. So I'm going to make fun of Marshawn Lynch and his Beast Mode nickname because – Beast Mode is cool, but I think he's limiting himself just by calling himself Beast Mode. I think he should branch out. So, you know how players lose weight after they're done playing their careers? You know, they lose a lot of weight, especially offensive linemen. You know, Lynch, after he's done playing, maybe he drops down to, 175, and he can be called Least Mode.
Boom, boom.
Or if he doesn't lose a lot of weight, and if he goes to the buffet a lot, as some older players do, he can be called Feast Mode.
That was better. I like that one.
Or he can open up his own craft brewery, and he can go all yeast mode.
Oh, God. That's awful.
Or he can open up a pie shop and put ice cream on it and be a la mode. Oh, come on.
It didn't even rhyme. The rest of them rhymed.
They all have mode. How can it not rhyme?
But they rhyme. Beast, yeast, feast, least. They all rhymed. And then
fine, the last one rhymes. Hopefully, many, many years from now, not from CTE or any sort of brain-related deaths, like 60 years from now, of natural causes, and Marshawn Lynch, as an old man, passes away in his bed, warm in his bed. I hope that the future bloggers or writers are snarky enough in the future to come up with the headline, Deceased Mode.
Poor Marshawn. Poor dead
Marshawn.
Oh,
come on. That one was awesome.
Deceased. It's pretty good.
I say so myself.
But right. Feast Mode, it sounds the most appropriate to me.
No, I go Feast Mode. I go Feast Mode a lot because let you know a little bit about me. So I finally got the Arby's Meat Mountain, right?
Oh, God.
And it was exactly what it sounded like, and it was fantastic.
Was it?